Yo guys, I'm Fastfingers, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be looking at Forestry, and I'm going to start off with these two tractors here, and we're going to... that's shit. Start again. Yo guys, I'm Fastfingers, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 17. Today I'm going to do a complete guide of forestry or logging work. So what we're going to do is split it up into three parts, which will be basic, intermediate and advanced. So what we're going to start off with is these two tractors with these trailers. Now I have bought this trailer only because it's open in the back and it's going to be easier to get things in and out. Now this one, it has these bars and they just seem to be a pain in the bum and just get in the way basically. So I have bought this trailer. It has cost, let's have a look at the tippers, it's cost 9,800. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this tractor and we're going to cut down some trees and make some money. Right guys, so we're at the farm still and we've come across these 4 trees here, which I want to remove out of the farm because I'm going to extend that field down here and then maybe like join it onto this field here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take them down and get them sold. One thing you do need to do is go to the chainsaws and buy a chainsaw. Now what you do is double click on it, buy it, and then it will say use 1 and 2 to activate it. Now I just use my scroll wheel, which is here. This is the new still one. Oh wow, and if you right click and hold it down you can turn it sideways like that, so you can get an angle. So we're going to do it like that. This is the new still chainsaw, so I've never used it before. One thing you do need to do is get close to the bottom if you can, because you're going to have to grind these stumps out after, and the taller they are, the more grinding you've got to do, and it's less that you're actually going to sell. So here we go, let's start cutting. There we go, so that tree's down, nearly fell on the tractor. Now you will notice that it's got all these branches on. Now a good trick is just to put the chainsaw down like that and run up the branch and take them all off. It usually gets them all. Let's see, yep, there it is, all nice and straight. Right, so now what we want to do is, well there's the stump that we're going to have to grind out after, but then we're going to have to try and pick it up with a left click button. Look, it's too heavy, so we're going to have to chop it down into smaller pieces and put it in the trailer. But I am going to move this a little bit closer so it makes it a little easier to get them in the trailer. Right guys, so what we're going to do now is look at another mod that's installed called the measure tool. Now how you use this is you go up to the end here and you hold the left alt key down and click the right mouse button, and there you see the 0M. Now if you move left or right you can see that it's counting up. So we're going to do roughly 2 meters on this one and then do a cut. There we go. Now we're going to put this away and we're going to try lift this up into the back of that trailer. Hopefully it's not too heavy. Oh, it is too heavy. So maybe we need to do a 1 meter cut. There we go, so we've got 2 pieces there at 1 meter in length. So we can pick these up now, walk over to the trailer, dump them in. Now to get rid of the marker there, you just left click, left alt again and the right mouse button, and that'll get rid of it. Let's get these in the back of the trailer. They do fall down when you run over something. And we'll do another. So again, get the chainsaw out, left alt, right mouse click, and let's move up. Oh, that's 1 meter. Right, so it isn't perfect. Now, they do say that you get more money for straight cut and straight lengths of wood. So let's try and keep it square. When you get further up the log where it's thinner, like up here, you'll be able to jump to 2 meters per length because it'll be thinner. Let's do another. Right, what we'll do, guys, is I'll get the trailer full up and then we'll go sell it. Right, guys, as you can see, I've bought the stump grinder, which is here. Now, how you operate is this using your left and mouse, well, your left mouse button takes it up and down, and left and right with your left mouse button is grinding left and right, and then your right mouse button brings it closer to the floor like that. So what we're going to do is grind that stump out there. So what you've got to do is reverse up to it like this, press B to turn it on. As you can see, it's starting to spin there. Get over the stump. Oh, and there you can see, you can move it up and down, left and right to grind it out. You have to go right down to the floor till it totally disappears. There you go. As you can see, the stump has gone now. Double check. It's just that later on when we come to expand that field there, we won't have any stumps in the way. That's going to cause us problems with the seeders and things like that. And where you buy that from is in the forestry bit, forestry equipment, and it's the FSI PowerTech ST65T. Now, you do need 70 horsepower to run it, but your tractors that you get at the beginning have got plenty of power for that. Right, let's go sell these logs. Right, guys, we're at the sawmill now, and this is where we're going to sell our logs. You go over to this little square on the floor, and if you have a proper logging trailer, they will automatically sell, but because this is actually a grain trailer, they don't actually go through the bottom and sell. So what you do have to do is manually, there we go, £262 we got then. Then you've just got to handball them off, or you can actually try and tip them out. So we'll try that now. It's left control and I to tip anywhere. So let's see if they come out. Oh, one came out, but they do get stuck down at the bottom, so sometimes you can climb in here and just move them like that. Them two that are stuck right there. Yeah, we'll have to do it all by hand. But there is another way that we can do this. And what you can do is drive round the other side here, because there's 2 points that you can actually sell the logs. There is that square there, and there is this like little landing area where the water is, which is just here. What you can do, if you're careful about it, you can reverse your trailer in here. Look, there we go, and it sold them all. So we made a few pound there. So now what we're going to look at is doing some chipping. So give me 2 minutes and I'll get set up with that. Right, guys, we are back and we've got the little chipper here, which is a Hack HM4300. Now the thing is, a lot of these logs are too big for it because look, the opening is really small. So what you've got to do is press O to bring out the pipe, and then you've got to press X to unload the chute, Now you'll notice that the pipe has automatically swung round towards the trailer, so it's sort of like picked up that there's a trailer there and it knows to throw it in there. Now you will notice that it has gone off the tractor, but it should still power it. If we put a log inside it, there we go. Now you do need to, oh, you can see the chippings going then. Some of these logs, like I said, are too big for this. So you, like that one I think is too big. So you'll just have to sort them out as to which ones can fit. Pick it up sideways like that. And put it in there. And watch it grind away. But like I said, this is pretty limited, is this chipper, because you can't fit very big things in it. And you've got to be careful, you've got to keep pushing it in like that. So what I'm going to do now is just sort out which logs we can chip. And then what I'll do is I'll show you an alternative. Right guys, we are back and we have got this chipper, which is the Gens BA725. This is a self-propelled chipper, and you can actually jump into it like a tractor. You can move it backwards and forwards with the W and S key. And it's same again, you have to press X to unfold it and then the letter O to extend the pipe. So we'll do that. Turn it on with the B button, then you can see the wheels going. It will come back on once we throw a log in there. So we need to put the tractor underneath. Now for chipping you do actually get quite a lot of chips for what you throw into it really. Like them little logs that we put in the other chipper is 1854, so it's not too bad at all. So we're going to put that one underneath, and look, he's running now, he's seen the trailer. Oh look, he already had some in it. So then we go back here, and then what we start doing is filling it up. There we go. Now if you noticed, I actually threw it in then, instead of like just placing it like that. What you do is when you let go, you just press the right button and it throws it. So we'll get all these thrown up in there. That came down, didn't it? Sometimes when you turn round too fast, it automatically throws it. But now we can put any size log in this machine. It is quite pricey. I think it's 64,000, but you can rent it for about 7,000. Now, sometimes you just have to take your time with the larger logs because they do get stuck. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll get these logs all finished off, and then we'll go sell the wood chips. Right guys, we are back at the sawmill, and this is where we're going to sell all the wood chips. We've got 8,500, so we've got a 100% trailer, and this is the place that you sell them. Look, sell point for wood chips. Here you may unload and sell your wood chips. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to reverse up into here. I didn't mess it up. And then press I to unload. There we go, we're getting a bit of money at the same time. So that's it for the basic part of logging or forestry work. So now we're going to have a look at some different equipment on the intermediate side of things, and I'll be right back. Right guys, now we're going to move on to the mid-tier level of equipment for the forestry, and I've got a few things here. This little JCB is awesome. It is the JCB 325T Eco Forest Master, and it's got like a cutter on the front. This is really good, so I'm going to show you this first, Then we've got the Sampo HR46, pretty decent. And then we've got the Stepper, which is a great trailer. And we have got the front loader with the Stoll. Now this is the modded Stoll. You can download it in game or off a website. I'll try remember to put the link in the description, but you can actually strap logs to the front of this, which is really good. So we'll have a look at this JCB first. Obviously you jump into it. You can tell what it looks like here. You just run up to a tree, sort of like get it in position. You clamp onto it like so, and then turn it on. Then it just grips it like so. You can pick it up. Now it's rolling backwards, and it's actually pretty stable to say that it's, you know, really tall. I mean, let's look at how tall that tree is. It's pretty decent. And then obviously just lay it forward and then unclamp it. There we go. But that's a pretty decent little tractor there for doing the logging, for cutting them down. But it is an expensive piece of equipment. It is 64k for that, for the actual tractor unit, and then for that is another 12, so it's kind of expensive when you can just use a chainsaw, although it does do a really neat cut on the end there. Then obviously we just chop down the length of it to get rid of them branches. Then what we'll do is we'll look at this, the Sampo. Now let's see how much money this is. This is £188,000. It is expensive. Now I don't generally use this because I don't like how it operates. It only moves forwards and backwards and left and right. It doesn't like go up or down, so you don't have a full range of motion on it. But I'll show you how it works. There's some cool features about it though. Let's go over here and grab this tree, see if we can cut it down. Let's turn it on with the B key first. Oh, see, that's one of the problems. This tree is too thick for this machine. Let's try that shorter one over there. And like I said, this is one of the reasons why I don't use it. Totally missed then. There we go, it's got one of them. Then we'll drag it back, and then you have to turn it to the left so you can actually chop it. But if you look in here, you can see that it's set to 6 meters. Now you can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meter lengths, and then you just press X to cut it and it'll strip it and cut it in length. Now I just generally move it closer so it doesn't push that other log out of the way. Puts it next to it, near it, and then it'll chop the ends off. And that's how that's used. Now later on we'll look at the Ponzi Scorpion. That actually cuts to 8 meters. But I think for this trailer here, the Stepper, I think 6 meters is going to be fine. We do actually need to chop this one down as well. So what we'll do is I'll chop this one down to 6 meters. Remember the old trick of holding left alt down and then the right click, zero in that. Then we'll go to 6 meters roughly. There we go. Then we'll go to, is it 12? Yeah, we're 12 meters then, won't it? There we go. So now we'll have a play with this Stoll front loader. Pretty simple controls. It's obviously a mouse buttons and moving up and down to open and close it. What we'll do is we'll dump the trailer off here. That's the fork. There we go. and then we'll try grab hold of it. We're actually not in the middle there, are we? So let's go to the middle. Right, sometimes with these, when they're on a flat surface like that, what I find is to like pinch it up like that. And then grip it like that. Now that's nice and tight in there, but we want to see if we can actually strap it in. We'll go up to it, press R. Oh look, there's the strap. Just put it on over that. Just kind of decent. It stopped it moving about. Let's see if see how it's moving now. And there, it's locked in position. Now if you had 4 or 5 of them in there, well, you'd probably only get 2 anyway. That'd be quite handy. But then what we'll do now is we'll have a play with this trailer. Can actually get into it like this and have a look at the controls. So you can't do anything while it's while the trailer's not attached to it. Let's get rid of that thing. Get the tractor onto it, and then we'll dump this log off here actually. You can't actually undo it now because it's got a strap on it, which is good. Good little feature there. And we'll dump him off there. We'll attach this stepper trailer, and then what we'll do is we'll probably load these 2 logs up here. Then you jump out your tractor and get into this. Let's have a look at the controls. Now a new feature is this, the L. You can automatically fasten the tensioners or something. But that's not actually... oh yeah, there we go. You can see them on the trailer. There's 3 of them there, so I would imagine when you've got logs on it'll be pretty good. Right, so now what you can do is, I think you can press G. Nope, it's not G. Is change control group arm. Right, so it's left control and Z, and now we can put the stabilizer feet down. Control and Z again, left control that is, and this is all done by the mouse controls, and then it's quite simple to use after you get used to it. You can do all sorts with it, you know, moving it around. It has a lot more range of motion compared to that the Sampo thing. You can actually load a trailer quite quick. It's, you know, it's really pretty decent. As you can see, that had taken too long. Let them go in there. Then I think we press L. Yep, and there they are. They're all strapped down. So left control Z, and then we can lift them up. Feet, and we can move on to the next set of logs. What we're going to do, guys, I'm going to pick up all these logs here. Then I'll come back and show you the straps and things like that. I'll only be 2 minutes. Right guys, we've got all the logs on the trailer now, and this is the straps thing that I was talking about. You can actually do it one by one, I think. Yep, one by one, or you can actually go onto the tractor, onto the trailer, and just press L. And look, it straps it all up, which is really good. That's a nice feature, that. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I'm going to set up a logging camp somewhere else, showing you some different equipment, some high tier equipment. It is very expensive, but it will regain the money back with a little work. So I'll be right back in 2 minutes when I've set up. Right guys, we are back at the logging camp, and we've got some real top tier equipment here. I'm going to run you through it and show you what it is. This is a new mod that came out just today. It's like a bendy trail, a double articulated. Now I haven't done measurements on this, so we do actually need to do that before we carry on. So we'll just do the old trick with a measurement. What will this be? So this is going to be about 6 meters. And then we'll measure this trailer. Wow, that's well up, that's 9.5 meters, so we can do 8 meter lengths on that. Get rid of that, and then you'll see that I've already chopped some trees here. Look, they're nice and neat and straight, and they're all the same length as well. That's because of this machine, the Ponzi Scorpion. This head-on, it's absolutely awesome. It's a really good piece of equipment. I'll just run you through it quickly. Basically, B to turn it on. You can set the length of what you want to cut, so that's like 1 right up to 8. And all you do is basically go up to a tree. It can be a bit funny to get used to at the beginning, but once you're there, it's pretty easy. You have to line it up kind of really accurate. There we go, it grabs on, and then you just drag it back, lift it up. And what I tend to do is I try and keep a pile nice and neat. It just makes it easier to grab later on with the other equipment. But then now I just drop it down roughly near where it is, and then press X. And then that cuts an 8 meter length. So that's that bit of equipment. Now it is expensive to buy, it really is expensive. Let's have a look at it in the shop. It's there it is, 317. So that's the Ponzi Scorpion King. £317,000. It's a lot of money, but you can make a lot of money back with it by just doing that. And the good thing about this is because the branches are nice and thick and straight, and perfectly cut at the end, you get more money for them. Not much more because it was nerfed since 15, but it's still pretty good money, and plus it's a lot of fun to do it. So what we'll do is we'll go on to the next bit of equipment. We'll park this up and we'll have a look at the JCB. Now this is a great addition to Farming Simulator 17. We've put a logging header on the front of it, a loader. It is a bit big. It's got 2 tyres, twin tyres at the front for extra grip. Now this is kind of expensive as well, to be honest. It is. Let's have a look. That's 182. Then you've got 3,800 for your attachment to go onto it. Now, a bit funny to get used to. But once you do get used to it, it is quite good. Now what I do is I tend to close it like that, and then I close it all up. Now you will know that this the logs in this game are a little weird, and look how it's glitching a little bit. Make sure that's nice and tight. But they are going in there quite funny, and look, they're even jumping out. That is really messy, but we can actually try and get it in the trailer. Wow, look, they're all falling out nearly. Let's move that out of the way so we can see at least. Back up a little bit. There's going to be a few that's just sticking out here because it just doesn't grip it properly. We actually need a mod where it'll actually work instead of just like doing this. It's ridiculous. But we've got some of them in, and you can take your time and all like that and sort them all out. I mean, what you can do is you can actually push them. think we're just stuck on one there, maybe. I don't know, but you get the idea. That's what that's for. So we'll go on to the next bit of equipment, I suppose, and it's good actually that we've left 2 logs there, because then we can show the next bit of equipment, which is here. And this is the Ponzi Buffalo. This is a great bit of equipment. You can actually change the direction that you want to drive in by holding left control and B. Then it spins it around, so forward is like this now. And this is just for really grabbing things out of the forest and then loading them onto this like little logging trailer thing that it's got attached. But you've got a grapple hook here, and the thing with this is I don't find it as good as the say that red trailer that we had. Is it the Stapper or something? That's a really good trailer compared to this, as in like the grapple bit. And you can only grab one at a time with this as well. And it seems to just sort of like hang really weird. But anyway, we can show you this. Let's get it lined up on the trailer. All this equipment, guys, is pretty easy to get used to. Once you've done, you know, a few logs and things, you're pretty golden to go, you know. That is like bending all over the place. There we go. We're going to keep him on there because we're going to go down to the chipper, because I've got that set up down here with some conveyor belts, and it's the same chipper as what was in the last tier of things. There's another one with a grapple hook on, but I don't find it any good. This one seems to be the best. What we're going to actually try and do is get this to go in there. There we go. He's got it now. And then if you look behind us, the conveyors are actually picking up the chips and then loading the trailer. Look, it's leaving them on the floor, then the conveyors are going, taking it all the way up here, straight into the back of this trailer. Now what I'll do, guys, when we've got rid of all these chips, which will be about 3 or 4 seconds maybe, I'll take you down to another feature that's in the game. Right guys, we're back at the farm, and this is the heat exchanger. Now this is in the placeables menu, which is just here. A heating plant, that's what it's called, and you basically buy that and you can put it anywhere in your farm, and all you do is just dump all the chips in and it automatically sells them for you. It's really good. So we've got some chips in here, not many because we only had 1 log. But if we had a full trailer, this would be like really cool. So as you can see, the money's going up now. We made a little bit there. Not much, 1,767. But if we, like I said, if we had like a full trailer full of wood chips, that would give us quite a decent amount of money. So guys, that's all there is on the forestry bit. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and leave me a comment, tell me what you think. And I will see you next time, so peace out.